Hey YouTube, this is Joachim Comic Center, and this is Daniel's graphic novel collection. And I'm showing you this because now I'm staying at his place and he doesn't have his own active YouTube channel for comics, but he was nice enough to let me film his graphic novel collection. And it is all collected here on this Kallax bookshelf from IKEA. And on top of it you can see these beautiful art prints of Constantine from Hellblazer and also Hellboy with some really nice Magnolia artwork. And yeah, to start right off, here on the top shelf, a lot of great assembly of deluxe hardcovers. And starting off from the left, you have the Grant Morrison Arkham Asylum Deluxe Edition. I believe it's the 25th anniversary edition, if I'm not mistaken. And right next to the Arkham Asylum is the J. Scott Campbell book with Danger Girl in hardcover, which I do believe is an out-of-print book right now. Then of course we have George Perez, The Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Mark Wolfman. And next to that is more Crisis books. We have Identity Crisis, Final Crisis. And then we go into Ronin with Frank Miller writing. Then we have a really nice book, which I know is a new edition for the collection, and that's the deluxe sized hardcover 4 of Superman Red Sun, which is an Elseworlds tale where Superman lands in Russia instead of the US. Then of course we have Watchmen, and then a fantastic series called DMZ, which is a political standard comic, and there's not many out there. It's written by Brian Wood, and Brian Wood is having another collection coming out called Massive, and I'm really looking forward to reading that. Then we have the Pride of Baghdad, and then Scott Snyder's The Wake with art by Sean Murphy, and then of course a lovely Vertigo series, Why the Last Man by Brian K. Vaughan. Next to that is the Aphrodite 9 complete series collection. Me and Daniel were both thinking about buying this, and then I was buying other stuff at the time, so he got it first on the web shop that we both were looking at it. But I got my version now, and I'm happy that we both can have this in the collection. And next to that is the Black Science premiere hardcover, a beginner's guide collecting the first year of Black Science. Then we have Happy by Grant Morrison, a miniseries of course, and next to that is the all awesome Invincible Ultimate Collection volumes 1 to 4 by Robert Kirkman. And going down a level, we have the first 3 volumes of Revival, and then a whole bunch of Walking Dead oversized hardcovers that I'm very jealous of that I didn't start collecting them in the hardcovers, because they are beautiful. And I like how the numbering is in a different color and everything, and yeah, it's awesome. Each one collects about 12 issues each, so that's 2 story arcs, so each paperback, 2 paperbacks equivalent to 1 of these compendiums, then or 1 of these hardcovers, and then 4 of these hardcovers is 1 compendium. So it's the next best thing if you don't want to wait that long to buy a new edition. And moving on, we have from a Swedish company called Apart Förlag, we have the hardcover of Elena, which is getting its own movie soon based on the series. And then we have Kick-Ass, the whole Kick-Ass series, prelude to Kick-Ass 2, Kick-Ass 2 and Kick-Ass 3. And then there's the Kingsman, The Secret Service, another Miller book. I think it's his whole collection here is Miller, because right here we have Superior, a book that I haven't checked out myself. Then we go into something called Dylan Dog, And then we have more books by the same writer of Elena, which is Love Hurts. So that's volume 1. And here's volume 1, and here is volume 2. Then a miniseries called Raptors, and then of course Jeff Lemire's Underwater Welder. I'm gonna stack these books back together soon. And then we go down a level, and here we get the chunk of Marvel and DC that he's collecting over the past 2 years. And first off, the Batman Earth 1 books by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. Then moving on to Batman Year 1 by Miller. Then we go into the Jeff Loeb saga of early on Batman. Batman the Long Halloween and Batman Dark Victory. Then we go into Batman Hush. And right next to that is Batman Under the Red Hood. Then of course some Morrison stuff and Batman Sun. Then a Scott Snyder tale that I haven't picked up, Batman Gates of Gotham. And then last but not least, the Dark Knight Returns. So there is a good chronological order, not counting, if you don't count the Elseworld story of Batman Earth 1 going on here. And next to that is the 2 volumes of Superman Earth 1 written by J. Michael Straczynski, which is one of my favorite runs on Superman. Haven't read much Superman, but that they did a bang up job with. Then we go into Marvel characters, and here, you know, I myself don't have much Marvel, but here we have little of everything. So we have Captain Marvel, volumes 1 to 3 of the Marvel Now series. Then we have some thick Daredevil trade paperbacks. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. Then we have the Brian Michael Bendis Ultimate Collection editions of Daredevil, which collects his run on Marvel Knights Daredevil. And of course I have read these in the smaller paperback form, but then resold them, hoping to God they will reprint the omnibus for the 3rd season. Then we have some Deadpool miniseries. Here we have Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Deadpool Illustrated, Deadpool Kills Deadpool, The Night of a Living Deadpool, The Return of a Living Deadpool, Deadpool's Art of War. I believe all of these miniseries are collected in the Deadpool minibus. And I think here's the last Deadpool pulp with a nice Jay Lee cover. Then after Deadpool we have here the Iron Man Armored Vengeance, and here he have it signed by Bob Layton, which he met up with me and Matthias on Comic-Con last year, and yeah, really nice. Hope to get more artists over here to Sweden. That would be really nice to meet up some more artists. Then we have the Ultimates collection by Miller and Brian Hitch. Then we have Punisher, the Max Series Complete Collection Volume 1 in paperback form. Then a really good and underrated Marvel series, that is the Runaways. It's the complete series in paperback form, thick paperbacks, really nice, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I believe there should be a 3rd volume collecting the first series of this. Never myself picked up the 4th one. Then we have the Joss Whedon collection of Astonishing X-Men, Volume 1, and Volume 2. And I do believe those should collect everything that is in the Astonishing X-Men Omnibus. Then we move on into an image section, and here we have Copperhead. Nothing that I've tried myself, but heard really good things about it. And Copperhead Volume 2. Then we have the Jonathan Hickman series East and West, Volumes 1 to 3. And Hack Slash Volume 1. Lazarus Volume 1, really good series. And here's Low Volume 1. I'm waiting myself for the deluxe hardcover, collecting both the first two paperbacks, but I heard so good things about it. Then another Robert Kirkman series, The Outcast. And we have first two volumes of Rat Queens. 3 volumes of Saga. And then we have Sheltered, Southern Bastards, Starlight by Mark Miller, and The Wicked and the Divine. And here on the final shelf of Daniel's graphic novel collection, I realized that down here he has his whole reading pile, the ones that he hasn't come to yet. So these should complete some of the series that I thought in the beginning wasn't in his collection, but I just realized now that he hasn't come to read them yet. So this should complement for a lot of holes maybe in the collection, so we'll just go through it. And I can still see that it's divided in Image, DC and Marvel, so we'll go through it all. And first here is the Empty Zone, and I checked out the interiors artwork on that and it looks really cool. Then it's the Ministry of Space. We have 3. And Jeff Lemire's Descender, Volume 1. And more Jeff Lemire stuff, Trillium, which I do believe, yes, is signed by Jeff Lemire now this weekend. Here we have volumes 4 and 5 of Saga, so yeah, of course he's keeping up with that series. Then the 4th volume of East and West, and Pretty Deadly, Volume 1. Then we have Batman books, The Doom That Came to Gotham, Trees by Warren Ellis, Doctor Strange, The Oath. And then another Image book, The America's Got Powers. And then on this shelf we have the first 6 trade paperback volumes of Scott Snyder's New 52 Batman, and also Scott Snyder's Black Mirror. And then we go into Batman by Ed Brubaker. And here we have Hack Slash Omnibus Volume 2, The Ultimates by Mark Miller and Brian Hitch Volume 2, Captain America Volume 1, The X-Men Days of Future Past trade paperback, the New 52 Suicide Squad. Here's a book that I'm thinking about picking up myself, Power Girl, the Power Trip collection. Really nice thick paperback collection, collecting I think her whole run they actually made, I think it's about 16 issues or something. Then Power Girl Bomb Squad. Marvel's 1602. The Inhumans. Here we have Scott Snyder's Witches. X-Men v Phoenix Warsong. Green Arrow Year 1, written by Andy Diggle and drawn by a Jock, so I think I want to pick up that actually. I think that's one of the better Green Arrow. And look here, another Superman Red Sun in trade paperback. I think they might sell that now, but it has the deluxe sized hardcover. Then we have some Daredevil by Mark Waid. Wolverine Origins. 2 volumes of Guardians of the Galaxy. Iron Man Extremis. Oh, and here is that 3rd volume of Runaways that I was talking about. So this collects all of a good run, I would say. I haven't read the 4th run on it for now at least. Don't know if I'll pick it up. And then we also have the 2nd volume of The Wicked plus the Divine. Then right here in the corner is Teen Titans Earth 1, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, that is signed by Jeff Lemire. And then we have Batman Earth 1 Volume 2. He really should get going on that one. And of course Superman Earth 1 Volume 3. And then last but not least we have the complete collection of Deadpool Volume 1. So that has been Daniel's graphic novel collection. I'm really glad that I got to show you guys this collection. It's really nice and has a lot of good material in it. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope that you'll leave a comment and like rating. That would be awesome of you. And I hope, of course, to see you in another video. Bye bye.